You, lucky you, are listening to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Mark Ramone, joined today by Mark Sherry, and we're also joined by Enzo and Pace Pharaoh of Pharaoh Recording Studio. This is the Spotlight edition on Pharaoh Recording Studio. And you just heard Julian Sherwood, Find the Priest. Before that, the Post Valley Green with Sundown Blue. And we started off with UNRANSE, Como Quiero Yo.
And those were quite three very different songs and really showcasing, Pace, your
diversity. I
your
love the
diversity. Yeah, really. It's there's some great diversity in there. And now I think, audience, it's time for us to think, how old do we think Pace, who's created all these amazing productions with, so many different styles. What do you think, Pace?
At least 20 to 25 years, right?
He's had at least that much experience, right? But many of it was prenatal because Pace is now 21 years old and he's been doing this since he was 15.
Wow.
So this is some amazing stuff, Pace. It really is. And you should be so proud. And I'm sure you've got plenty more and even more exciting stuff, coming up for us in the future. So let's talk about some of the music here. So the last one that we heard in this set was "Find the Priest" by Julian Sherwood. It's sort of it's a love song as well. Very catchy, and I've heard a bunch of the songs that you did with Julian Sherwood because there's just something about him that I think grabs me, and I think he's got what it takes, and just produces a lot of catchy songs, and the lyrics in general I think are cool. Especially I love when he says, maybe I'm really high, but all I see when I look around is you.
Yeah. That song's the song. I asked him about it because I was like, that's a really interesting title. Like, what's it mean? And basically, it's about people rushing into marriage and falling in love really quickly, and basically like find the priest who can marry us the fastest here. So yeah, it's a very strong emotional song there. And Julian's an artist I've been working with for a long time. He's a good friend of mine. I've been friends with him forever, and he actually played every instrument you hear in that song. He's quite a musician, and in fact, he played drums on a lot of these artists that we hear today, like Jillian Caillouette, Anthony Amato, Jenna Thompson, Grandson Amato. He played drums on all those, as well as some other instruments. So,
wow.
I noticed that Julian was collaborating with a lot of the other stuff. Is that family feel that you talk about, that you provide everybody? They're all the artists kind of stay in contact and help each other out?
Yeah. Everyone's, Connecticut's it's a small scene, but everyone's, very close. And, if you mention another name, they probably know each other in some shape, way, or form. And Julian's someone who gigs a lot, and he plays a lot of shows, and he's just a great guy to work with. So I always recommend him when searching for a studio musician.
Julian has a band?
Yeah, Julian goes under his solo project now, and he's actually playing out with a full band, and it's
Julian Sherwood's Palace.
Yeah, that's the live band that he plays under.
Okay.
And if you know Julian, that's all Julian right there. That name and everything.
Cool. And so before that, we had Sundown Blue by the Post Valley Green, and there, I guess, right in your backyard in Plainville.
Some of our probably one of our oldest clients, Jordan, the main singer and songwriter of that band, has been around.
Yeah, that's right. I was 9 years old when we were setting up for Jordan's first band. They were called Regarding the Ordinary, and I was that was when I learned how to place microphones and run cables. And
and then how many years later he's one of our favorite clients. But that band, obviously they're pure Americana. It's like you just can't get any more Americana than those three young gentlemen in that band. Just a great
indie twist to it. Yeah, I love.
Yeah, with an indie twist to it.
Yep. And this song was originally released under their previous name, Cowboy Aloha.
Correct.
Well, there's some excellent guitar tracks in there. So before that, we started out this set with an artist from the Springfield, Mass area, UNRANSE. And that tune, I think that sounds like an MTV hit song.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Hit in the making for sure.
Yeah, Rensel's a fun guy to work with. He, me and Julian worked with him, and we created that instrumental around his voice. He came to us with a phone recording with just his lyrics and melody, and he's like, "Hey, I want to make a beat around this," and that's what we came up with. And it was so fun. It's it's a really bittersweet tune. I don't know Spanish, but from what he tells me, he wants people to dance and cry at the same time when listening to that. So
Wow.
that's what our goal was when creating that instrumental. And Rensel, he's just such a good vocalist, and yeah, we love working with him.
Just a good soul all the way around.
Sounds like a great recording artist to come. So anyway, our last set, we're going to start out with a tune by a band from the Waterbury, Connecticut area, Mandala, with Blank Spaces.